What's up, Reds? Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday Summary. I'm your host, Kyle. With me, as always, is Steve. And Steve, yesterday, Reds back in action against Watford. Nice 2-0 win. Well, I wouldn't exactly say nice 2-0 win. But the big news is the report regarding Mo Salah. But before we discuss any of that, good morning. How you doing? Do you need to go get some water?
I will need to jump out here in a second to get some water just because I plan on absolutely melting this microphone today. And I'm going to need to wet my palate along the journey. Anyways,
Poland Spring?
most importantly, nope, I'm out of Poland Spring. Most importantly, we won yesterday. That's the most important thing.
100%.
I'm sure we'll get into the Mo Salah situation here in a minute. But champions, Premier League champions, find a way to win. Ugly, pretty, no matter what. That's what we did. We didn't play great yesterday. Thought Thiago was very good. I thought Bobby was excellent.
God, Thiago's just the sexiest player, isn't he? It's unreal.
I thought Bobby was back to his pressing best. He looked healthy and spry and lively yesterday. He took a couple shots, weak foot from range. Obviously, they got blocked. I knew they were going to get blocked, but it's just nice to see him look like lively out there, I think is the way to put it. Tracking
100%.
back, making tackles, like coming in out of nowhere and like winning the ball back. So that was nice to see. And then the 2-0 win, clean sheets, very important.
Agreed.
Very, very important. So I don't know what your thoughts are on the match, but
so I didn't think it was a great match by any means. I was actually half falling asleep in the second half. Seriously, it was pretty bad. But I do want to give a shout out to Joe Gomez. I think Joe Gomez stepped up in a big way in the right back spot. He's not really an attacking fullback. You know, I mean, he'll just he's not like Trent at all. Completely different style of player. But that cross pinpoint to Jota with a great finish. One of the best heads in the Premier League. And it was almost like we were playing with some ankle weights on. It just didn't seem like the game itself was like energetic like it normally is. Maybe these guys have jet lag or, whatever the case may be. And then Fabinho at the end, penalty specialist, stepping up. Partially, I think the subs were made because we have a game coming up on Tuesday, more so game management. But I think the Bobby Firmino thing is what everyone's going to overlook because all the social media stuff I saw was Thiago, which is rightly so. Thiago was phenomenal. You remember that pass he had to Curtis Jones?
Yep.
Oh, my God. No look, 2 lines of defenders, right to the foot of Curtis Jones. But Bobby was pressing. He wasn't giving the ball away. He was taking balls off Watford players constantly throughout the game. And that's all I want to see from Bobby. I don't really care if the shots, like you said, were blocked. Like, I want to see Bobby winning the ball back and creating counterattacks, which is what he was doing yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple times where you see Virgil and Matip just like passing it back and forth, and you're like, all right, guys, what are we doing here? And then through the mist comes this magical creature that is Bobby Firmino. From the opponent's box back to the center circle of the pitch. And he's like, they give it to him. He turns and we're off. And I'm like, oh my, I was almost in tears. I was like, oh my God, he's back.
I know.
He was everywhere yesterday. He was absolutely everywhere. And I think he was my man of the match just because I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
Thiago played great. I thought Jota deserved the shout for that. I mean, you score a header, you win the penalty, you deserve to be in the conversation. Gomez, great cross. Let's not forget about his left-footed cross as well that went to Robbo. That Robbo then headed down. There was no power on Robbo's header.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, he cut back inside.
That was a Trent pass.
Yep.
That was a Trent pass. Gomez, I mean, a couple of rough fouls. Like, he looked a little sloppy out there at times, but I'm seeing progression, I think.
Thank God. It's about time.
So, definitely not a great performance from Joe, but enough for me for us to be like, okay.
Yeah, acceptable. Absolutely acceptable. I just think it's good to see the boys back in action. And for that slight bit of time. We're top of the table, so that's good, right? Man City, of course, coming in and doing it against Burnley, which you would expect. Yeah, again, I'm not excited at all about the game yesterday. Like, it was just another match that we pulled out with a clean sheet, couple goals. That's what champions do, like you said. Like, champions find a way to win games that are somewhat boring. But real quick, I just want to say good morning to everyone in the chat. My mother's in here, Tony, Liz, Inglese, Hannah, Spence is in here as well. Dermot, Coit, what's going on? Some legends in here. Who else we got in here? Oyvind, sorry I missed you. What's going on? Doreen, Christopher, good morning to everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys leave your thoughts throughout the show in the comment section. Yeah, any other thoughts on the match? I mean, Allison came up big when he needed to. Again, he's still one of the best one-on-one keepers in the world. I mean, he's just so freaking good. He didn't even have to work that much yesterday, but just that one time he needed to come up big, and he did.
Yeah, a couple times sketchy at the back with the ball at his feet.
Oh, the one where Hernandez came in and like basically flipped him over.
Well, that's his fault.
I know.
You have to get rid of it. You are not an outfield player. Touch the ball and get it off your feet immediately. That's it.
That's it.
See ya.
Ian says he was very impressed by Gomez yesterday, giving all his injury problems. Yeah, I think he's just taken a while to come back. I mean, a patellar tendon rupture, you can argue, is the worst knee injury you could have. I mean, it's a pretty bad one to come back from. What else we got in here? Coit on the City match. City have to deal with Atletico on Tuesday. Reds have Benfica. I think will be a bit livelier, and the Reds' attacking depth is much better. Yeah. Who's out for City? Is it it's Laporte and not Silva. Diaz, that's right. Not Laporte. Is Laporte still in?
I believe so.
Yeah, so it's Diaz and someone else, but
let us know in the chat.
Yeah, people will definitely let us know. Hello from Malaysia. What's going on? All right, Steve, we got to get into it. Mo Salah. We got to get into it. Mo Salah, okay? The deal is reportedly close to being done. Okay? Now, first off, while I pull this up here, I just want to get your thoughts on it. Okay? When I sent it to the group chat yesterday, what were you thinking? When you read it, like, I want to hear your thoughts. Take your time.
My thoughts on the Salah situation?
Yes. I can kind of guess already, but
yeah. I'm not buying it.
Really?
I'll believe it when I see it. This has been going on for so long. Why, out of the blue, are we all of a sudden taking a turn? We weren't even close last week. We weren't even close. Now it's almost done. Where's all the negotiation in between? People are saying, oh, the love he's received after AFCON and the World Cup. Like, he's always received crazy love. I'm not buying that piece either. So I hope it's true, like we all do, but I think people need to stay conservative in their expectations. Like, let's not go around celebrating yet.
Okay. I'm trying to share my screen here with everyone. It's not letting me do it. There we go. All right, so this is the article we're referring to, guys. Is it going to come up? There we go. Okay. So, well, this is the tweet, right? We got the tweet. John Richardson, writing for the Star on Sunday, and Sunday Express has stated that Mo Salah is close to agreeing a new contract with Liverpool. Now, if we zoom in on those little boxes down there, basically what it says, and Steve, you can take this how you would. This is the part for me that's a little confusing. Apparently, the offer for Mo Salah from FSG or from Liverpool was $400K a week. All right. So that's the first part that we can talk about after this. But let's go to the second part. Okay. Salah initially rejected that offer. That's what this article is saying. Okay. Which worried FSG, which worried Liverpool. And now all of a sudden he has a change of heart. And this new contract, and this will be the second part, is going to keep him at the club for the remainder of his career. Okay. The one problem I have with that aspect of it, and guys, go ahead and I also made a video on this yesterday. So I made a video when this initially broke with my like instant reaction. It has all the info you need in it, just like we have here. But again, this is the Sunday summary. We're going to look at it from all angles. Okay. We have an hour to chat about it, so we're going to chat about every possible angle. Yesterday, I was just looking at it from a fan's point of view, just like, holy crap, Mo Salah is going to stay now. But the second part that I'm going back to here, the contract keeping him at the end of his career. Number one, how often does that happen, if ever? Number two, in the same article, I'm pretty sure it says a 3-year contract, a new 3-year deal. So where's the end of the career coming from?
It's a headline.
What's that?
That's just a headline. That's
I
the
know.
last thing we should be looking at under a microscope.
I know. I'm just saying that's it. Because remember when Bobby Firmino was linked with new extensions, they were linking him with the same exact deal, keeping him at the end till the end of his career, which gives me some really good feelings. If we could keep Bobby to the end of his career, good Lord.
If we can keep Bobby till the end of his career, I can die happy once his career is over.
Seriously.
Anyways,
so yeah,
about that.
So yeah, Steve, hit me with Oh, I always do that. I always get rid of Steve. Hit me with your thoughts on this, man.
All right. So first and foremost, like everybody's saying here in the chat, Tony and I have always agreed on quite a few things. When I see the photo signed, sealed, delivered, and Fabrizio Romano is like, "Hey, here we go."
Yeah.
Here we go. That's when I'll know it's legit. Like, this is definitely good news.
Right. Let's get that out of the way. It's
yeah.
We're not
like
saying
this guy is not some random scrub.
Yeah.
This guy. Dave Cop. OC Cop. Whatever.
So this is so funny you say that, dude, because this is a reputable person. I know who this guy is. Like I see him all over the place writing about Liverpool, but I don't know his last name. So
it's probably Dave O'Cop.
No.
Like maybe his last name's like O'Connor or something.
Dave O'Connor. Oh God, you're a genius. Guys, something what's like his last name? We're American. We don't know anything.
Or maybe it is just Dave O'Cop.
No, Cop, dude. Cop. Liverpool. Cop. There's no way his last name is Cop.
I know that. That's why I said the O'Connor thing.
O'Connor makes a lot more sense. Irish fella. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Anyways, so this is another thing I wanted to talk about was the $400K a week offer.
Bull.
Two things related to this. One is
go ahead.
That seems crazy to me and unrealistic. But I will say, if it is true, there can be no more FSG hatred. No more.
Zero.
No more give him what he wants. No more FSG out. Because I did a lot of thinking about this. Recently during the break. I thought about, okay, where are we at as a club right now? We're good in the tables. We look good in the Champions League. But the actual club, the only dark cloud we have over us right now is the Mo Salah situation and maybe some lingering effects of the PSG Super League debacle. But I was watching I was reading through a Liverpool forum, and it was talking about how do we all feel about FSG now? And most of those folks are fine with FSG now. The Super League, we got the apology, whatever. People are starting to, I think, kind of forget about FSG. But when you look at what they've done with the club, it's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
And if they go against everything they've ever stood for and pay Mo Salah because everyone wants him to give him what he wants, this is like they're saying, hey, we really got you guys. We're really with you guys on this. We know we screwed up. This is against everything we believe in. This could backfire on us, but we offered Mo Salah $400K. And when he signs this thing, you're going to know it wasn't us that was being cheap or being stingy. It was him. He wanted $500. So if this is the case, I'll be curious to see if it is. people are going to have to reevaluate their thoughts on the owners of this club. And then after that, we're good to go. We can all celebrate.
Valid points on all fronts. So I just want to clarify. Like I said, if the little fine box print of part of the article that's posted on the front page, it says, and this is Sheriff Kaiser here. He was here last week. Shout out to him. Salah wanted 4K in December. The article itself is saying that Mo Salah rejected a 400K offer, right? Now, I don't know. I'm not Mo Salah's friend, okay? But he rejected the offer and then had a change of heart. I mean, yeah, Steve, we know. You know everybody, okay?
I am.
Also, shout out to Casey and shout out to my dad as well. Legends in the chat. But Hannah here, I don't get on Reddit. Maybe I should get on Reddit. I don't know. But this guy, the guy who tweeted this, is a banned source on LFC subreddit. Now, I just want to clarify to everyone, he's not the only person who tweeted it. This is everywhere. It's everywhere. Sky Sports, ESPN, everywhere. Everywhere is reporting the same exact thing. I mean, you look at it. He's simply tweeting about the article that came out itself in the Express, and then the Daily or Sports Star, Daily Star, Daily Mirror. So again, it's not him, but it's the actual
John
article.
Richardson.
Yeah, John Richardson, correct. Who, if you guys have any info on that, let us know. But again, back to the 400K a week thing. I'm with you, Steve, okay? I was very consistent throughout. This was a little bit of hyperbole. But I said if Mo Salah gets offered a 221K a week contract, he should accept it because it's the most any player on the club is making. Again, extreme hyperbole. I was firmly believing he should accept between 250 and 300 plus bonuses and incentives, and that's what he should be getting, okay? 400K a week, like you said, you can no longer say FSG out, FSG are cheap, FSG are this, screw the wage structure. If that is true, which we can't verify, if the 400K a week is true, that's insane. That's double what he was making. Double what he was making. And it shatters the wage structure, in a sense. But a lot of people saying the FSG out brigade has died down. All it takes is one thing, and they come out of nowhere again. Literally, it takes one thing. It's on if for example, Timo Werner going to Chelsea, FSG out, lost their shit. Excuse my language. Okay, just because we wouldn't cough up the money to sign him. Okay, that's all it takes is one thing. If we didn't end up getting Luis Diaz from Tottenham and he went to Tottenham, we would have not heard the end of it, bro.
It'd still be FSG out. Yeah, everybody.
It would still be, right? So again, we're not, what do they call us? FSG apologists? I don't care. Who cares? I'm letting you guys know there's more than one way to look at things. Okay? People are so top heavy with how they look at stuff. All right. But anyways.
I'm a neutral on this. I don't love FSG. I don't hate FSG. I just can't wait for everyone, if this goes through, for them to just put their foot in their mouth for crying over the last year, whining like a bunch of children. Best team in the world.
So good.
Best club in the world. And we re-signed Mo Salah. We just got Diaz. The only other contracts in a strange state right now, I believe, are Bobby and Mane. Does that sound right?
Say that one more time. I was reading some comments.
The only other contracts that are kind of in limbo right now are Bobby and Mane. If we lock down Salah,
right?
And then there's no doubt we're going to do at least some business this summer. For me,
yeah, no doubt. We'll
do something.
Important summer, and I think it's an important summer because of the expiring contracts, like you mentioned. You got Bobby, Mane. You have Keita coming up. Thiago only has 2 years left after this season. I think it's unlikely he'll get extended. I would love to start a yearly contract extension with him, similar to what we're doing with James Milner, and hopefully we do something like that. And again, Thiago's one of those players that had to negotiate up, but he's only making 192K a week. Not saying that that's not a lot of money, But back to the Salah situation, right? What's the change of heart, Steve? Is it because a lot of people are saying it's because of the loss at AFCON, it's because of, the World Cup loss, lack of form, maybe he doesn't have the negotiating power. And I'm just looking at this whoa, 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 slow down. Just because he's having a below average run of form doesn't mean he's going to make a career-changing decision. I feel like Mo's heart has always been, and he's verbalized this throughout the negotiations, he has always wanted to stay here. So there's no change of heart, with the exception of maybe what his demands were. Now, $400K, if we're offering that and he rejected that, if it comes out that, more reputable sources, if it comes out that's what happened, does that change your opinion of him at all? If he ends up, if these keep going on, say he doesn't sign this new proposed deal?
I don't care about these contract negotiations.
You just want to see him sign, and that's the
I
end
want
of
to
it.
see him as a Liverpool player. What's the goal here? Is the goal for people to talk about the ins and outs and how we got here? Or is the goal just to get the damn paper signed?
Well, the goal
So
of
we
the
can
Sunday
move on
summary,
and know that he's going to be on the pitch for the next 4 years. And I don't have to worry about right wing for the next 4 years.
well, look, because it's either him or Sepp Vandenberg.
But Sepp Vandenberg, he's going to Real Madrid on a big money deal
That's right. Swap
to
deal.
play right wing
Swap deal
because
with
they're not
Preston.
going to get Mbappe. It was him or Mbappe.
Yeah, they went with Vandenberg.
They went with Vandenberg, and he's going to swap right wing and left wing with Vinicius Jr. They're going to become interchangeable.
Yeah, Vinicius
then-
is. Well, they're swapping Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard's going to Preston.
Yes,
That's what
it's actually so. Eden Hazard goes to Preston. Sepp Vandenberg goes to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid has to pay $300 million.
I love it.
Then Benzema was going to retire. They're going to move Sepp Vandenberg up top, and someone else will come in on the wing. Maybe Haaland, after he rides the bench for a couple of years behind Vandenberg.
Yeah. That's another thing that we can talk about a little bit later. Is apparently Haaland's going to Man City, but like I said, we'll talk about that later. Let's I want to come back to this.
They're just embarrassing. They're embarrassing.
It's
I saw
annoying.
Craig from Anfield Agenda go on a rant about Man City recently.
I haven't watched that rant. I need to watch it.
It's just about his lack of respect for them. It's the same thing we all feel.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just interesting because every year it's something. Last year, Grealish failed, just complete junk. So the next summer, let's spend another 100 or 200 million on the next big name and bring him in.
So annoying.
And if Haaland finishes with 8 goals, well, then they'll sell Jesus and buy another attacker.
It's always something.
It'll never stop.
Yep. Let me go back real quick because I agree with some of the people in here. Like they said, this is the Sunday summary. I know Steve wants to, and I do too. Just sign the contract. Let's get this over with, and we can move on with Mo Salah being a Liverpool player. But we got to look at it, all the situations, right? Because everyone, or all the points of view, because everybody has a different point of view. Okay, so we talked about the change of heart, right? But Steve, you looking at it from just get it done. I want it done. It doesn't matter. I think in a way it does, because let me ask you this: look at all the other aspects of it. Say it is $400K a week. One, that does somewhat, I wouldn't say shatter the wage structure, but it does kind of put to bed the argument of a wage structure. Do you think Mo Salah is worth double nearly Van Dijk? And I'm not saying you, I mean in general, right? Because I was thinking about this when I was watching the game yesterday. I was thinking, if you separate the two players, right? Van Dijk, absolute game changer in conjunction with Allison to our defense. Best defender in the world, no questions asked. Okay? He was happy to accept 220. Mo Salah, arguably the best attacker in the world, completely changed the way we attack in the sense of volume of goals scored, But we still had Mane, Firmino, Coutinho when we got him. This is just where my head goes. It's like I almost try to quantify it. Like, is it fair? Is 400K a week fair? And I always still come back to the fact that 250 to 300 is fair for Mo Salah because he's an attacker. Attackers get more money. They score goals, they get more money. All right. But the flip side of that is I'm not upset that FSG offered him 400 if that's the case. I'm almost proud of FSG for doing that because then it basically craps on everyone saying FSG are cheap, FSG are stingy. It's like, no, they're not. Like, clearly. What does 400K a week work out to?
Quite a
It's
bit.
It's a lot of money. Okay? I
Quite
mean,
a
Mo
bit.
Salah right now, I'm pretty sure he's making 52 million over the course of his current contract.
Here's the thing. You know me, I like to stay conservative in this stuff. I don't even know if 400K is what they offered or what Mo's signing. We could find out Mo signs for 260K a week.
So, like I said, Steve,
In 3 months. It may not even
I
be
know,
done yet.
But what I'm saying when I bring up the 400K a week is if we zoomed in on this article thing, which I can do, actually. I forgot I could do this. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Hey, Mo, what's up, guy?
Good old Mo.
All right. Oh, God, it's so blurry. All right, it's not going to work. But
It's
anyways,
not worth it.
I can read it. It says, after Salah rejected new terms, which would have seen him earning £400,000 a week. That's what it said. That's what it says right there. So implying that the new shit, I didn't want to exit out of it. Implying that the new terms equal 400K a week. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, you can keep going.
One thing that doesn't get talked about enough in this thing is Mo Salah kept us in the Champions League. When everyone was hurt on defense, when Bobby and Mane were playing like crap, when Jota was banged up, Mo Salah is the reason we finished in the top 4. The only shining light last season. Damn near. So let us not forget about that.
What about Allison?
1 goal.
That 1 goal, damn
Very
it.
important, but he's not the reason we're up.
No, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I don't even remember that match, but like,
you don't remember that match?
Dude, there was a stat. If you took Mo Salah out of the team last year, we finished like 9th.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
It was something ridiculous.
Right. Okay.
Don't you remember we were like begging for anyone else to score? And like Jota was like scoring a little. Like we get like a random header from I don't know who.
No,
Nat
you're right.
Phillips score one, and we all were almost crying tears of joy.
Yo, yeah, he scored his first ever goal and we're freaking out. Yeah, I do remember that.
Dude, it was insane.
No, I get what you're saying though. I get it. But so I hold on. Let's go over to the chat. Maybe this will jog something loose here.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm just looking for people's thoughts, right? De Bruyne is on 400K. You don't see Bernardo, who is on 140K, crying like a baby, and he's definitely performing.
Terrible example, Clark. Sorry.
Bernardo Silva is a piece
I get your
of
thought
trash.
process, but we're talking about the best player in the world versus the 7th best player on his team.
Bernardo Silva isn't even close to I feel like that's a fair pay for Bernardo Silva.
But look, Clark, I get what you're saying. When I first read that, I was like, I know what you mean, dude.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I totally know what you mean.
Right.
I think it would be like, I think a good comparison would be like if Mo makes 400K and Van Dijk doesn't complain.
No, I don't even think you could say that. You would have to say like 400.
Thiago.
Yeah, maybe Thiago.
Mane
for sure. Mane for sure. I'm gonna cover up Steven for this one.
What's that?
I'm gonna cover you up for this to read this one here. Based on the current climate, Salah has earned the 400K a week, despite the fact that this kind of money a week is silly. Breaking the wage structure at 400K a week could come back to haunt us, I fear. Okay, so let's look at it financially. We were talking about this last week. Inflation, right? The current market is blowing back up after COVID, right? But that's only a small percentage, like maybe 10 to 20% of the wage itself. You know? Would it come back to haunt us? I don't
I
think
don't know.
so. I think revenues are only going to increase for the club. I really don't think we have to worry about not being able to pay our players, which is a firm reason why you would ever have a wage structure in place, by the way.
He pays for himself. He pays for himself
Yeah.
via attendance, kit sales, performance. There's no real risk that we can't pay our players at some point.
Now, this is almost what I was getting at when you were talking about how Mo kept us afloat. Although I get what you're saying, like it's an 11-player sport.
Right, but here's what I'm saying. What did we finish ahead of Chelsea? 1 point?
Yeah, one, right?
Okay, so let's just say you take Mo Salah out of the team. Like we took Virgil out of the team, Joe Gomez out of the team, all these other players banged up all year, Thiago out for months, Jota hurt. Like Mo Salah is the reason we have a chance at the quadruple this year. He's the only one that's been consistent. Always.
Mm-hmm.
And people are mentioning like his dip in form these last 8 games scoreless or whatever. He still looks dangerous. He's still striking the bar.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't score every match. Like,
Okay.
I'm not worried about Salah's form at all.
And look, if people are upset about this Express Daily Star report, I can literally pull up any newspaper right now, and it says the same exact thing. Everyone is reporting on this. Now, I think it's because of this story, like John Richardson. But again, this was the initial one that broke yesterday. You can see the time. It was around like 4:45 p.m. All right. But yeah, so dude, just sign the contract, regardless of what it is. Like, if you had a change of heart, that's great. Like maybe the mural spoke to him. Maybe the fact that he had an epiphany saying, it's not gonna get better than this. Where is it gonna be better than right now? Nowhere. You have it made for you at this club. Should you get paid what you're worth? Yes. But dude, just stay. Don't reject $400K a week offers. Like, come on. If that's the truth, why would you reject that?
I don't know if we'll ever know what really happened.
We'll never know. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, you saw Dejan Lovren tweeted right after this came out yesterday, and Dejan and Salah are friends. So maybe part of me wants to think that Salah was texting Dejan like, "Yo, I'm about to stay with the club," and he's like, "Yo, let's go. Can I tweet something?" And Salah goes, "Sure."
What did
But
he
I
tweet?
doubt that. He just like a happy smiley face emoji and a thumbs up or something like that.
Oh, it's interesting because I would not be surprised if we have this conversation in a couple weeks or whenever it's done and it's not 400K.
Oh,
Because I
dude.
just can't envision it happening. But if it happens, I'm just going to say, wow, surprised. I'm going to celebrate, and then I'm just going to act like it never happened. And we're going to move on.
No, I know, but I
Just
feel
like we
like
did
you're
with the Gino
stuck on.
Wijnaldum saga last year.
I feel like you're stuck on that's what he's going to get, 400K. He already rejected that offer. So there's no
Says
way.
who?
This article.
Right. But what I'm telling you is this, it's good that they're talking about it and these articles are coming out. That means things are happening. But I don't believe this. I believe that things are happening. He might be moving closer, but I don't believe he rejected 400K and then
Neither do
decided he's
I.
going to take it.
No. And so
Because if someone rejected 400K from me, it would not be on the table anymore.
That's what I'm implying. Yeah, I feel like, okay, that's exactly what I'm trying to say is that if Salah rejected that, FSG's comeback offer after Salah changes his heart is not 400K. That's stupid. So, and that's why I'm saying, I thought that's what you were implying is that if he signs a new contract, it's going to be worth $400K. It's like, probably not, because if he rejected it, there's no way it's going to be worth that much the second time around.
Maybe not.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. All right. Let's go over to the chat here. What else we got? Clark here, coming back with another take. Van Dijk missed a whole season, yet demanded to be the highest paid center back in the Premier League. He didn't look at his teammates and their feelings. But what are we saying here?
Demanded? I don't remember hearing anything about any demands.
Well, no, but what are we saying about his teammates and their feelings?
He's looking for examples. He's looking for examples. I don't know.
Of their feelings. What do you mean? What do you mean, Clark? Maybe I missed something here. Yeah, no, Virgil van Dijk should get whatever, he's not an idiot. Neither is Salah. I think, obviously, attackers make more, right? Goal scorers make more money. That's just how it is. Van Dijk is in a situation he wants to be in. He wanted to come to Liverpool. He wanted to play for Klopp. He wanted to be in the Premier League. He doesn't want to be in any other league. He's always wanted to be in the Premier League.
And because you go to another league and people make fun of you.
Well, it's not
just
that.
You go to PSG and people laugh at you because there's no competition there. You go to the Bundesliga, no one cares about any of the center backs there. Like, no, people could care less about Bayern center backs.
I feel like Germany more so than France, obviously.
I mean, they're both in rough shape.
Well, not maybe the leagues, but not Bayern. Bayern's
talking about Virgil knows he stays relevant and stays in the conversation and like stays a global superstar. And he's in the right spot if he stays here. Like, imagine Virgil going to PSG and making $400K a week. Like, you just become irrelevant until you play. There's 10 games a season that matter for you. And that's the Champions League when you play for PSG. Every other game in the league is irrelevant.
Yeah.
He likes the rivalry. He likes the Man Uniteds, the Man Cities. He likes playing against Tottenham, Chelsea, Spurs. Who leads?
Because he's an athlete.
He likes those cold noon games against Burnley when you're getting elbowed in the face.
Yeah, because
he's not stupid.
He's a competitor and he's not stupid. I just want to address this summer at the Longhouse. Why does everyone take this as I was 2 or 3 weeks ago when I did the Sunday summary and I was using Gini Wijnaldum as an example. I wasn't comparing Salah to Gini.
He's talking about me. I just mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
I mentioned it because here's why summer at the Longhouse. Here's what I want to see happen. Last year was all about Gini. Is he going to go? Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? Is he going to stay? Obviously, he's not on the same level as Salah, but that was the saga. That's what everyone wanted to talk about. That and Kabak and the center backs and all that crap.
Kabak.
And then once you get through them, once you solve it and you figure out what's happening, you move on and that's it. So I would like to see this Salah debacle get sorted so we can just move on and we don't have to talk about it anymore. So that's why I'm comparing them, because last year the topic of conversation was Gini and are we going to finish in the top 4? So let's just get Salah paid. However it's done, get it done. And then we'll stop talking about it.
Seriously.
We're done. We move on. We can focus on matches rather than contract sagas.
Yeah, no.
I don't know about you, but I care about the league. I care about the Champions League, the Cup. I don't care about this contract saga. Just figure it out one way or another. Figure it out.
Yeah, and to be completely frank with you, I agree 100% here with Thomas Johnson. Just soak this all in. Yes, it's exciting to see these news stories come out with, new developing stuff, regardless if it's true or not. It's just exciting, but it's exhausting. It's pretty much been the same exact thing since December, whether it's Salah's demanding this, Liverpool don't want to give him this, Salah has a change of heart, Salah doesn't want to stay, this and that. It's always something new, but really nothing changes. It's just new details that come out, new speculation. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
That's what we do here on the Sunday Summers. We talk about these things, but you can only talk about it so much. So when I compare Gini to Salah, I just want them, both of those sagas, to be in the same position where it's over with. And then the next one's going to be transfers. My favorite, Kyle. You know I love transfers.
Oh, you love transfers.
And there's going to be all sorts of speculation.
Yeah.
But this Salah thing has run its course. It's over with. Like, let's just wrap it up.
Get him signed. Let's
not. Signed or not. Just figure it out.
Yeah, it's
I want him
exhausting.
signed.
It is exhausting. I agree with you. It's exhausting. But again, I want him to stay. I would love for him to stay. So I want him to get it signed. So, guys, let us know what you think about that. Let's move on to our preview of Tuesday's match against Benfica. Benfica, Steve. Quarterfinals, Champions League. Who you got, bro?
You serious?
Who you got?
I think we'll be fine.
You think so?
Against Benfica?
Right?
Yes. We're going to be fine. Yes.
I'm pumped. I love
we beat
love the
every
Champions
team
League.
we've played aside from what's one team in that group stage we played? Midtjylland? Or was that last year? No, that was last year.
That was last year.
Who would we play? Who were the scrubs in the group stage?
This
AC
year?
Milan.
Salzburg, right?
Okay. Who was the other one?
It was Atletico.
Right. Okay, here you go. We've played all those teams, and Inter. They're all better than Benfica.
That's true. That's true. I want to look at Benfica's like run to the Champions League.
Except for maybe Salzburg or whoever it was.
Who did they beat? Was it Ajax?
Not sure.
Yeah, I think they beat Ajax in the previous round. Yeah, so they beat Ajax. Ajax, solid team, but that's a very even matchup. Benfica, Ajax, both young, developing teams with top talent, and then they sell them, right? I want to look at Benfica here.
Are Benfica better than Watford? Mohammed says. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, no, Benfica is definitely better than Watford. That I can tell you. So let's look at it this way. So they were in Group E. So they had Bayern, Barcelona, and Dynamo Kiev in there. Benfica finished with 8 points, with 2 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. Bayern smoked the group with 18 points, just like we did. Or do we have 21 points? No, we had 18 points. That's right. So Bayern won every match in there. But Barcelona was in there, and Barcelona finished with 7 points. I don't know, man. I don't know. They have Vertonghen. We got to be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Vertonghen.
Dude, I was actually surprised when they let Vertonghen and Alderweireld go.
Yeah, that was
Those are like their
weird.
best 2 players.
Was it who do they have? They have Vertonghen, right? It's not Alderweireld, it's Vertonghen.
I don't know. But when Spurs let those 2 go, I was really surprised. That was the beginning of the end for Spurs.
Okay, so I'm gonna
let Sissoko go.
They have
Ali go. They let
Otamendi
the whole
too.
team go.
They have Otamendi.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yo, so they have Otamendi and Vertonghen.
Wow.
They also have Julian Weigl,
Okay.
Alex Grimaldo, João Mario. He's old, but I mean he's still okay. Who else they got? I'm looking at these names. I do recognize most of these players. Diogo Gonçalves. But a lot of them are just young players. Like, obviously our talent is better than them, but
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, that's true. You do never know. Hold on. We played Benfica back in 2006. All right. That's what it looks like. And they knocked us out. They knocked us out of the Champions League back then. Okay. And
the year after we won the whole thing, huh?
Yep. That was, and then 2007, we go back to the final and end up losing it to the same team.
To who?
Milan. Milan won it in 2007.
Oh, I thought you meant Benfica.
No. Benfica knocked us out in 2006. So anything's possible. You see these teams making runs in the Champions League, making it to the semifinal most of the time is where they make it, and then they end up losing.
Who?
Like you look at AS Monaco, you look at Ajax. You look at Benfica, it's still possible. We're obviously going to win. I wouldn't say obviously, but I really think we're going to win.
Yeah, you
Guys.
never know.
You
But
never.
this would hurt way more than the Atletico Madrid
Oh yeah.
loss, the Real Madrid loss,
But that's what
the
I'm saying.
final loss, dude. Even maybe the final loss, dude. Like
But
this
this
would
is
be
what I'm
really
saying.
bad.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that yes, I think we'll win, but anything's possible. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. I mean, yeah, we got to stay conservative because that's what we're taught to do, so we don't look stupid. It's in our nature.
And
But like,
we're
how many times have
playing.
we smashed Porto 5-0?
Good God, Porto is like the polar opposite of like Madrid or Napoli. Like we hate playing Madrid or Napoli in the Champions League, but when we draw Porto, we're like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Porto. So Benfica, let's look at how they're doing in their respective league. Okay. I'd love to see. Let me just go to the One Football app. It's way easier. Guys, let us know what you think. Score predictions. I know what's his face. Darren O'Connor in here. He says he's hoping for a good 3-0 away so we can rest a few for the second leg. Now, the away, home, that doesn't matter anymore, which is somewhat good. But this is the real question that needs to be asked, okay? Are Benfica better than Everton?
All right, so
This is
before we
valid.
get into this,
This is
someone at
valid.
the Longhouse, you don't have to pin this, but he says Diaz knows Benfica well. I hope he starts. I agree. I think that's why he didn't play yesterday.
Agree.
I think you're going to see Diaz for 96 minutes on Tuesday, and it's going to be electric.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
I can't wait.
So
he's fresh.
Well, okay, let me ask you this then. So who's starting then? You think Mane starts at center forward? Like if Luis Diaz starts.
Yeah. I can see
Okay,
that.
so Mane, Salah, Luis Diaz?
I don't know.
That's
See,
the thing.
You don't have to dump that on me like that.
I
You don't
got
have to put me under the spotlight like that. I think Diaz is going to start.
You
he
did
hasn't
it to
played.
yourself.
Let him play.
You did it to yourself.
Maybe you don't start Mane again. But that doesn't seem right.
That doesn't seem right at all.
But then Bobby deserved some. I mean, Bobby just played 90-something minutes, right, for the first time, I feel like, in a while.
In a long time,
Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then you got Jota, who's in good form. Scored for Portugal, scoring for us.
He's in great
Drew a
form.
penalty, scored a header yesterday. Then you got Salah. Somebody's going to get benched.
Somebody's got to get benched. Maybe
Or you
Luis
just find
Diaz
a way to
doesn't
play all
start.
of them.
Don't marry yourself to Luis Diaz starting, even though I think he will. Don't marry yourself to him. By the
I'm
way,
not going to. He's definitely going to play. He's definitely going to get in.
Well, duh. By the
I
way,
think, like,
Benfica are third in their league.
behind.
They're 12 points behind Porto, and they're 6 points behind Sporting.
Holy crap.
Right?
See, this is my point. We can't lose this.
No.
Our defense is good enough to win this, even if we don't play well attacking. This is one of those matchups you win just because your defense is so much better, so much more class than their attack. Trent will be back. Matip. Shout out to Matip. Healthy.
God,
But
seriously.
Matip, Konate, Van Dijk, Allison, Costas, they're all healthy. No problems at the back. We win this tie.
First off, we get 5 subs, so we can't forget that. That's number 1. Number 2, the depth, the availability that everyone has, right? Konate is probably going to start. I think Konate starts. I think it's Konate, Van Dijk, and Trent should be healthy for this. By the way, he was just rested because it was a game time decision. He should be healthy.
Yeah, he will be. But
yeah, he'll be.
If you think Konate is going to start,
I think Konate.
Then does that mean you think Matip's going to start against City?
Yes.
But I don't remember who started against City last time. It must have been Matip. It had to be Matip. But remember when Konate started against United?
Yes.
Out of the blue.
United.
So what if Klopp's having those vibes?
Dude, Klopp can have whatever vibe he wants. I'm happy with Matip or Konate.
I need to see Matip start against City, or I'm going to be a nervous wreck the whole match.
Yeah.
You can't make a mistake against City. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
I
valid.
lost you. Where'd you go?
No, you're
There you are.
frozen.
I'm
There you
back.
go.
You
All right,
can't.
so look, let me just look at the Benfica statistics in the Champions League. So domestically, they're pretty good. They're averaging like 2.5 goals a game, only conceding 1. But Champions League wise, okay, they're scoring 1.2 goals a game, conceding 1.4. All right. They do have 5 clean sheets. All right. Let's see what else they got. Only averaging 40% possession, even though possession doesn't really mean anything here. They don't shoot from outside the box. They only score inside the box. So my concern is getting in behind. Are we going to like collapse with this high line? Are we going to let them in behind? That's my only concern. I'm not worried about them scoring screamers from outside the box or anything. They've only gotten 1 penalty. They do have 11 offsides though. So clearly they try to play in behind.
That makes me nervous.
I know. It really does. And they've only conceded 1 penalty.
Shane Buckley says we will beat Benfica 4-0. Shane, I'm kind of thinking the same thing, man.
Legend Shane. Yo,
I'm in a different position than you. I gotta stay.
Dude, I know it's Benfica. I know the likelihood of us getting through is very high. But this is the Champions League. It's different. There's different energy. It's the
Where's
same.
that match?
Huh?
Where's the match?
The first leg?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure it's away, right? Let me see here. If you would load. It's not loading.
It's away.
I knew. Okay, I figured
It's
it was
away.
away. Yeah. I like that. I like having the first leg away. I really do. This whole week is going to be epic. This entire week is going to be insane. You got Benfica. You got City. You got Benfica again. Then City again, right? And then United. Holy Lord. Bro, do you realize what's going on?
This game next Sunday is big. Real big.
That's why I liked yesterday's Watford win. Kind of eased us back into things.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting next week.
This week's going to be epic. This month is going to be crazy too. You look at the month's fixtures. It's either City, United, or Champions League.
You got Tottenham coming up again, I think, as well. I don't know
Everton.
when, but
I think Everton. We play Everton also. Bro, this is season defining.
Yep.
Every match is season defining. You know? But I think the Champions League, would it be fair to say it's not at the top of the list at this point in time? This upcoming match. Like,
no, it's not. No, the most important thing is the game versus City right now.
Exactly. Agreed. Because a lot of people think that if we draw, it's okay. I think it's a must win.
It's, of course, a must win, but it's not
must win.
Like, City's just a more important game, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a more important game.
And what makes
we don't get a chance to play them again. We do get a chance to play Benfica again. If by some weird reason something happens. But look, Salah's going to be on the pitch every game. So we got a chance to score 4 or 5 goals every match.
Rest Salah. Salah does not rest. Salah does not rest.
Look, if Salah plays Tuesday, Klopp might say to him, like, hey, you get 60 minutes. And he'll say, okay.
Yeah.
And then that gives him Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to rest. 4 full days. And then most of the day on Sunday to recover and get ready. He'll be completely fine. He could play both full matches. I mean, he got subbed off yesterday.
He did get subbed off yesterday for game management. What is the likelihood that he doesn't play Salah against Benfica? I think it's slim to none.
Slim to none. Especially if this contract thing's not sorted out.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to muddy the waters, but he's going to play him.
To answer Liz's question, I requested off for all of pretty much this entire month. At least I requested off for the Man United match, for the City match, and for the Benfica matches. However, the second leg, I'll be on vacation, so I won't be doing a watch along, but I'll still watch it. The first leg, Tuesday, I'm off, so I'll be doing all the content for that. But yeah, trust me. When I realized what this month entailed, I was like, I need to be off for this. I can't be missing out on these games. Like, this is insane, Steve. Think about this for a second, and I'll end with this. We may never be in the situation we're in right now ever again. We're in every competition. We've already got one in the bag. We're battling City for top of the league. Literally, it might be a game. It might be a season-defining game against City. We have an opportunity to go head-to-head with the team that we're battling for the league with. We have an opportunity to go to the Champions League semifinals. And we still have Man City in the FA Cup. This doesn't just happen. The quadruple you don't just get opportunities like this. It's pretty crazy. It's insane what we're witnessing.
What time to be alive.
Really, it's between us and City. Like, City almost put themselves in that situation every year. But Liverpool are now doing it too. Name another league where it's like, I don't know. It's just insane. We have a great team, guys. We have probably, arguably, the greatest Liverpool team talent-wise of all time. Maybe not trophy-wise, but talent-wise of all time.
Talent-wise, 100%.
100%.
Not even close. It's top to bottom depth. I mean, it's hard for us to compare to like those teams that were just winning everything like 30, 40 years ago.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just a different sport back then.
Yeah.
But I will say, I would like to somehow dig through the archives of these videos and make a compilation of every time I said that Chelsea would fall off because they're not built for the Premier League. And just put that into a snippet video and just have it get 55 million views.
I might do it. And
with timestamps.
What I'll do is I'll only include like one sentence per video. And so it'll be quick cuts. Chelsea are trash. They shouldn't be here. I don't think Chelsea will be in the Premier League. Chelsea will not be at the top of the league this year, and just have it go for like 10 minutes.
And then we're going to send it in an email to all the pundits, because you guys have all seen that list. We're going to send it in an email to all the pundits that said Chelsea was going to win the league. Even they left Liverpool out of the top four. Some of them, we know that, crazy. They said City, we're going to be behind Chelsea. Some of them had Man United ahead of both of us as well. Chelsea. My God, what are they, 15 points back?
They lost to Brentford yesterday, 4-1.
I mean, we drew Brentford 3-3. I don't care about a single loss. This is an accumulation of deterioration throughout the year. Liverpool turns it on, City turns it on, Chelsea just stays here.
Well, Chelsea started out like this. They started out like this, and then now they're just...
Yep, and Lukaku's still riding the bench. Had to have him. Had to get him back. 100-something million. Didn't even start.
How crazy is that? How crazy. They're so stupid money-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely insane, Steve. Bro, you got any closing thoughts, my man? I think it was a productive show. That's for sure. And I appreciate everyone for tuning in and giving your thoughts throughout. We definitely appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah. Everton are losing. Nothing can really... I mean, it's been a pretty solid weekend, if you ask me.
Yeah. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll. Big week.
I'm pumped for Tuesday, man. You got any score predictions, lineup predictions? Let's hit them with that, and then we'll conclude.
I think you might see Konate.
I think he'll start, personally.
I think you'll see Konate. I think you'll see Diaz Diaz and Konate, that's who I'm predicting gets in. But everything else, no idea.
So
Score prediction, 3-1.
3-1, I like that. Little one time they get in behind and score, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah. So backline, obviously, Allison, Robbo, Trent, Van Dijk, Konate. I'm going Konate for the away leg. Midfield, Fabinho, Hendo, Elliott. Or maybe Hendo, Thiago, Elliott, and Fabinho gets rested for City. I don't know. Again, you get 5 subs, so it's a little different. And then the front line, Diaz. Dude, I don't know. Diaz, Minamino. What? Diaz, Minamino, Origi. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Hey, probably still be a close game, honestly.
It probably would. Watch Klopp rotate, bro. Watch him rotate, and he recalls Nat Phillips. We see Nat Phillips at the back, and oh, dude, it's Gomez. It's gonna be crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We're looking forward to doing a lot of content up this upcoming week and this upcoming month for the all the matches, the important matches for the squad, because we still have a chance to win the quadruple. I still think it's going to happen. And yeah, until then, take care, Reds.